open ആയിരിക്കും. അതാണ് കാണുന്നുണ്ടാക്കുക. അങ്ങനെ പോകണം കത്തിച്ചാണ്.
Good morning, dear students. Dear parents and my dear students of the undergraduate courses at the Innopoya Institute of Arts, Science, Commerce and Management of the Innopoya deemed to be university. Congratulations and welcome. I deem it an immense pleasure and pride to welcome you all to the Institute Deeksharambh student induction that will continue up to 20th November 2021 in order to orient you to your new university, college city and your courses. On behalf of the Innopoya deemed to be university, principal, the faculty and the team at Yiascm, I thank you for seeking admission on our various degree programs. I, Dr. Sharinapi, the Vice Principal of the Innopoya Institute of Arts, Science, Commerce and Management, once again welcome you all to this program. The various degree programs such as BCom, and Auditing, International Management Accounting, Aviation and Logistics, International Accounting and Finance, BBA program with Aviation and Logistics, Aviation Travel and Tourism, Entrepreneurship, International Business and Business Analytics with IBM and without IBM, Logistics and Port Management, BSc program with Forensic Science, Food Science and Nutrition, Hospitality Science, Aviation, Travel and Tourism, Microbiology, Forensic Science, Data Analytics and Cybersecurity. BCA program with BCA Big Data Analytics, Cloud Computing and Cybersecurity, Cyber Forensics, Data University and Cybersecurity. Congratulations. Robotics, Machine Learning and Artificial Intelligence. Let me take you all throughout our Yiascm programs and courses. As per the NEP regulations, a student who completes 3-year programs will be awarded with the bachelor's degree, and a student who completes 4-year degree program will be awarded with honors degree. And pride to welcome you all. And our vision here is to provide access to quality higher education, ensuring equity, to create a vibrant knowledge capital and to create inspiring leaders of tomorrow who can take this country to the forefront of the developing nations. We are here that will continue up to 20th excellence 2021 competencies in order to orient you create to your new university for the generation of new knowledge and your courses through meaningful research on behalf of the adopting latest methods of pedagogy and incorporating modern principles of academics deemed to be university. Principal, the faculty,
to extend
and
the knowledge
team at
acquired
Yiascm.
and new knowledge
I thank
generated for the development
you
of
for
the community.
seeking
And
admission
our main goals and objectives to educate you all with the
on
required
our
life skills
various
and knowledge
programs.
and to generate new knowledge through fundamental
I,
and
Dr.
applied
Sharinathi,
research,
the
to
Vice
develop a
Principal
repository
of the
of the knowledge and of
Institute of
experts,
Arts,
to
Science,
generate
Commerce,
new ideas,
and Management,
innovations,
once again
to provide
welcome you all to this
for
program.
students to develop new products, processes, and formation
The various
of
degree
new businesses,
programs
to attract international
such as
students and
BCom,
faculty, to develop a cleaner and greener eco-friendly campus. And let us go through our organization structure.
and auditing,
We at our
international management, accounting,
institute has
aviation
two
and
faculties,
logistics,
that is Faculty of Commerce
international
and
accounting
Management,
and finance,
Faculty of
BBA
Science.
program,
Under the Faculty
aviation
of
and
Commerce,
logistics,
Commerce and
aviation,
Management,
travel and
we have
tourism,
Department of Commerce
entrepreneurship,
and Department
international
of
business and
Management.
business analytics,
And under the
with
Faculty of
IBM
Science,
without
we
IBM,
have Department of Computer
logistics
Science,
and port
Department of
management,
Hospitality Science, and Department of
BSc
Forensic Science.
program with
And
forensic
we do
science,
have the
food
Department of
science and
Languages.
nutrition, hospitality science, aviation, travel and tourism,
And in
microbiology,
addition to
forensic
all
science,
these
data
programs
analytics, and
courses,
cybersecurity.
we are also offering
BCA
the students
program
and
with
encouraging the
BCA Big
students
Data
to adopt this
Analytics, Cloud Computing and Cybersecurity,
Coursera, NPTEL
Cyber
courses
Forensics
with
Data
2 credits
University
or 4
and
credits as
Cybersecurity,
mandated by the UGC.
Robotics, Machine Learning, and
A student
Artificial
can take up to
Intelligence.
20 credits. The courses
Let me take you all
up to
throughout
20 credits, which will
IT
be
or
reflected
Yiascm
in your
programs led
mark
courses.
sheet. And in all the programs,
As
we
per
have
the NEP
introduced ethics
regulations,
subjects
a
as
student
well
who
as social
completes 3-year
responsibility and
program
community
will be
engagement
awarded
subjects
with the
and
bachelor's
NSS,
degree,
as well
and
as
a
graduate
student who
education
completes
as per the UGC
4-year
mandate.
degree program will be awarded with honors degree.
And our syllabus has been developed
And pride
with
to welcome
interacting
you all.
and
Our
getting
vision
knowledge
is to
and
provide
suggestions
access
from
to
the various
quality higher
experts from
education,
different universities.
ensuring equity,
Nifty
to
University,
create a
Mangalore
vibrant
University,
knowledge capital,
Vikas
and
Academy of
create
Chartered
inspiring
Accountants,
leaders of tomorrow
SGM
who can
College,
take this
Kendra
country
College,
to the forefront of the developing nations.
Lakshmi College of Hotel
Stay here
Management,
that will
Mahesh,
continue
Aloysius
up to
College of
20th
Excellence
Excellence
in Engineering,
2021.
ISD
In order to orient you, create
Jain
a
College
university
for the
college
generation of
to
new knowledge,
your
have the
faculty to
different
extend the
experts
knowledge
from
and
different
institutes
and new knowledge
from
from all over
mandated
across
for
the
the
world
development
of
for
the community.
seeking
And the
admission.
syllabus
Our
has been
main
developed
goals
by
and
interacting
objectives
with
to
them and
educate
conferring
you all
suggestions
with the
from them.
required life skills and knowledge,
And our
and to
faculty
generate
at
new
Yiascm,
knowledge through fundamental
I,
and applied research,
also
the vice
developed a
principal
repository
of
with
the
the various
and of
innovating teaching methods,
generate new ideas and innovations. Once
which
again,
include lectures,
welcome you all to
class
this
discussions,
program to develop new products,
assignments,
processes, and formation,
the various
writing,
degree
and
programs,
programs,
discussion
to
groups,
attract
student
international
presentations,
faculty,
quiz and
develop a cleaner
crosswords,
and
problem
greener
solving,
eco-friendly campus.
our case studies, demonstration, simulation,
And let us go
field
through our
visit,
organization
role
structure
play
and
tutorial
auditing at our international
graph.
management accounting,
Files as
aviation and
faculty,
logistics,
specialized
faculty of
software,
international management and
Tally,
finance,
IBM, and
faculty of
Microsoft.
BBA program,
Under the faculty
aviation
of
and
and we do
logistics,
have the
commerce,
innovative
aviation,
management
travel,
methods
tourism,
such as
department of
online and
entrepreneurship,
offline
international
teaching to
business
manage
and
classes,
business analytics,
online
under the
formative
IBM
of summative
science,
assignments, Department of
logistics
Assessment,
and
Google
food
Jam
management,
Board,
hospitality
Flipped
science,
Classroom,
BSc,
Instructional Media, Swayam
program,
Prabha, and
forensic
we do have
science,
the Department
food
of
science and
Language
nutrition,
discussion groups, student
hospitality science,
presentations,
aviation, travel and
syndicates,
tourism,
quiz and crosswords,
microbiology,
various classroom activities,
forensic
student
science,
research
data
projects,
analytics, and
course
cybersecurity.
and poster
We are
meetings.
also offering
We are here
with
to
BCA
encourage
Big
you all to
Data
adopt
Analytics,
and
Cloud
more
Computing and
courses, mold you all to
Cybersecurity,
and responsible
Cyber Forensics,
individuals to
Data
be having
Analytics,
different
and
skills as managed
Cybersecurity,
by the UGC.
Robotics, Machine Learning,
And
a
this is
student
where
can take
our
up to
past
20 credits.
till date,
Let me take you all throughout
have participated in various activities where the faculty members have conducted
awarded with
various
honors
activities and the students participated in various competitions. And we do categorize the students into different groups where challenged learners, rapid learners, and moderate learners. And we do give extra remedial classes and retest for the challenged learners. And we encourage the moderate learners, and the category of the students who find the syllabus easy, those are categorized as rapid learners, and we give them opportunity to adopt Swayam, MOOC, NPTEL, Coursera courses to complete by assisting them with our teaching materials as well as the other teaching materials, and we help you all to complete the courses in addition to the courses which you all have in our institute. And we do have the collaborations with different partners. We have International Skill Development Corporation, that is ACCA, where 127 BCom ACCA students are being trained by ISDC and also are trained right now. And we do have collaboration with ATE, a twinning international MBA with University of Bolton, topping up to an MBA from a level 7 diploma. And we do have tie-up with Vikas Commerce Academy for the Tally ERP 9. It's been trained to our students in addition to our curriculum. And we do have tie-up with Microsoft. We do have tie-up with IBM. We do have tie-up with State University of Newark and Logic School of Management. And we do have the tie-up with the SNGR for the Research Incubation Program, where our 70 BSc Forensic Science students are doing their research tied up with SNGR. All the students are working on the project, the research program. They will be publishing their articles. So research also are encouraged here among the students in the undergraduate level itself. The first year itself, we encourage the students to take up the research topics and do the research. Even all students who are enrolling with us also will be encouraged, and you will also be part of research induction program and research programs, research incubation program. And we do have the 6 months internship for our BSc Hospitality Science students. And the 73% of students were placed for the internship training in the world's best Fortune 500 luxury full-service classified hotel, Marriott, Beckley Meridian Mahabaleshwar, and Orange Megastructure LLP. 25% of the students were placed for the internship in well-known star hotel Radisson Blu, Pune, Karadi. 2% of the students were trained in Asia's first eco-hotel, Hotel The Orchid, Mumbai. And 2018 batch students were placed for the internship training program in the prestigious hotels such as Hotel Grand Mercure, Mysore, Sheraton Grand Bangalore Hotel at Brigade Gateway, Courtyard by Marriott, Hebbal, Bangalore, Hilton Embassy Golf Link, Bangalore, Hotel Elegance, Kerala, Parakat Resort, Munnar, and Olive Grove. And our BCom and BBA students are having 1.5 month internship, where right now almost 700 students are already started going for different companies, and by 11th of October 2021, all the students, 700 students, will be placed for internship for 1.5 months now at present. And we do have 86,000 square feet in 3 blocks. We do have 3 blocks. And we do have computer lab facilities, library, food and service lab. We have 4,500 books collection, 9 national and 1 international. And we are automated with integrated library management software EasyLib and provides access to its collection through online public access catalog. And our FMB service lab is equipped with all the amenities which assist the students during their practical classes and impart hands-on training to the students in the food and beverage service area. And we do have front office lab, which is designed to stimulate a hotel lobby. And we do have PMS IDS version 5.5, which is installed for simulating checking in and checkout procedures of a hotel. And we have the classrooms with computer projector, smart TV, whiteboard, fully air conditioned. And we have the cafeteria, seating capacity for 400 and above students, professionally managed by Foodcraft, a private entity of Innopoya Group. And we do have the food production lab with 1 kitchen and 2 bakery. And that is food production lab are fully equipped with advanced modern equipment, advanced training kitchen, basic training kitchen, and well-equipped bakery lab. We have smart classroom. All the students who will be coming back and joining us offline classes will be provided with smart classrooms, with smart boards. And we encourage students. We have 842 students who have already enrolled with SWAYAM courses, and 20 have completed Coursera courses with different international universities, and 35 students have attended conferences. So when now you are with us, and you will all take them through all this. We'll be encouraging you all to adopt SWAYAM, Coursera, and attend the conferences, and to publish papers, to do the research. And we have student clubs at our institute, various clubs: culinary club, photography club, human rights, IT club, fine arts, Rotaract club, national service scheme, language club, and environment club. Each one of the students should be part of any one of the clubs which you are interested to. It's mandatory that you have to be part of this, and you have to involve yourself in the activities and competitions. And we do have various houses for co-curricular activities. We have 4 houses where each student will be a part of any of the houses: Shimmer, Sun, Supermoon, Stoic Star, Strato, Earth, which is led by faculty members. Faculty members will be coordinating and leading you all in every competitions, every activities. And we do have industrial experts and academicians addressing you all, giving lecture from international and national level. From reputed institutes, you will be having a face-to-face interaction with the industrial experts as well as from various academic background. And our students, we do take them to field visits, and our students visited Hotel Goldfinch, and as a part of community engagement, they've been to Tanir Bavi and Nandini Milk and Dairy. And our students also visited Principal Judicial Session Court, Dakshin Kannada, Mangalore, and also Soan's Farm. And our students, as a part of NSS, they have been actively participated in various NSS activities, and also actively involved in rainwater harvesting, which is an initiative led by Innopoya Institute. And students also attended various camps and blood donation camps, drug awareness rally, visit to senior citizens' home. And we do have 4 vaccination drives of COVID here. Our students contributed a lot for conducting successfully the 4 days drive, where almost 1,000 participants came here and took the vaccination. And we have the NSS activities. As a part of NSS activities, we had Vanama Hotsav celebration, awareness program on balanced diet, observation of anti-drug addiction day, rice plantation, visit to special needs center, national youth exchange program. So you all will be the part of, and you all have to come forward by initiating activities, by engaging yourself in social responsibility, community engagement. In addition to your academic studies, programs, you also have to take part in extra and co-curricular activities. As a part of NSS activities, we had Swachhata Pakwada competitions on Swachhata, cleanliness drive, report on plantation of saplings, talk shows on Swachhata, best out of waste competitions. These are all initiated by the students, all students. And we do have gender sensitization cell activities where students participate and win, compete and win. And we have Rotaract Club activities. We had Rotaract Club installation ceremony, and our students visited orphanage to help them under the title of Yen Care for You. And we had Campus Diverse TV reality show, an Environ Venture awareness program on nature and reptiles. Under the Fine Arts Association, various activities are conducted along with the faculty members. Initiatives are taken by the students, and you all should be the part of each and every activities. The few in order to name here: pencil sketch competition, cooking without fire, collage competition, face painting, mehendi competition, and photography competition. And we do have the sports activity where our students represented our institute national level and won accolades. To name here a few: Bangalore Football League, South Zone Inter-University Football Championship, Dakshin Kannada Football League, Amateur League, South Zone Inter-University Football Championship, All India Football Federation. And this is where our students participated in different colleges in and around and won the prizes. This is too where our students participated in St. Aloysius College, Mangalore, Chimera, the National Level Intercollegiate Fest 2020. They won the 3rd place in face painting. So you all have lots of opportunities to compete here in our institute as well as in other institutes in and around. We do encourage here to participate in various activities in addition to your academics. And we do have conducted the job fair in association with District Employment Exchange, Mangalore. And here are our student achievements, especially who completed the ACCA papers. We have the students who completed all the ACCA papers and fundamental papers. And we have our first batch graduated in July 2020. Among them, 80% of the students are self-employed, joined their parents, and 20% are pursuing higher studies in India and overseas. So we here train the students to get self-employed, to start up, to come up with their own business, as well as to pursue higher studies. So all our competitions, activities, our trained faculty members who are teaching you all, not only transforming you for the better job, but overall to think outside the box, where you can come up and give jobs to hundreds and millions of people. And to tell about our strengths, we have to tell about our strengths because we are in prime location of the institute in the heart of the city. We have experienced and dedicated teaching faculty members, and high encouragement is given to the research activities. We have various academic collaborations with IBM, Microsoft, ACCA, BEC, and health insurance for students and staff. And we do have our learning management system, which is the biggest asset and strength of our university. That is online e-learning portal through its Enopaya Education e-learning and institutional repository titled Engage, where all the faculty members will be uploading all the notes, materials, videos, MCQs, quiz, everything. So you will be getting access to it, and you will be able to access and download all the materials and go through everything related to your academics. And we do have the laboratories with state-of-art equipment and modern software tools. And we do have the library management software. And we, as an opportunities, we are initiating postgraduate programs, and we are initiating training programs with international universities. And we will be conducting specialized training programs and certifications and initiate semester abroad programs. And here there is a scope for interdisciplinary and sponsored projects and collaborative projects for UG students with other disciplines of health science present in the campus, because we have other constituent under the Inopoya deemed to be university. We have different constituent colleges: medical college, dental college, Ayurveda, naturopathy, physiotherapy, allied health sciences with various courses. So we can collaborate. You can do the research and you can do opt the courses from different constituent units. And we will be also looking forward to provide the coaching classes for preparing national level examinations like IBPS, UPSC, and other government or public sector examinations. And our students are participating in national and international level conferences. Still, we are encouraging all the faculty as well as students to participate and present papers in the national and international levels. And all our programs we have completed with learning outcome-based curriculum framework, and we are all CBC. All the programs are CBCS curriculum, choice-based credit system, which provides the students the flexibility to select elective subjects and offers vertical and horizontal mobility. This program, which are all programs are under CBCS, which gives you opportunities to choose the subjects which you are interested in. In addition to, we are also encouraging the Swayam platform where and you can opt the courses which your interest, in addition to academic courses which we give you as a core courses and discipline specific course. You have the opportunity here to opt apart from other courses of other discipline. If a student of commerce want to pursue the subject or want to know about the subjects of science, we are encouraging them through Swayam portal, and we do have different subjects open to all the students as a part of elective, so you can opt it. And our curriculum has been integrated with ISDC for ACCA course, leaders in their field, and are applying their expertise through expertise research and real world practice to address both the most pressing challenges of the day and the enduring human questions. Get to know them, talk to them after the class, seek them out at campus events and during office hours. They are there waiting for you to come talk. Ask them about their research, tell them about your own ideas. They will challenge you, guide you, and open doors to new possibilities. And I want you to know that entire university community is here to support, sustain, and encourage you as you commit to study at the Yiascm. It is you who make us what we are. We look forward to the fresh ideas and energy you bring to our campus. I speak for the entire faculty, staff, and student community of the institute and university, and on behalf of principal, in saying that we are so happy you have made the right decision to join us. Once again, I, Dr. Sharina P., the Vice Principal of this institute, welcome you all for the 3 years and 4 years journey. Thank you, and you will be having we have from 4th October to 8th October, you all had University Induction Program. From today, it's 9th October, you will be having till 20th November 2021, you will be having Institute Induction Program. You will be having different experts from different industry, different academics, different institutes will be addressing you all. And attendance is the one thing which is very mandatory, because your attendance, as we had started marking your attendance from 4th October onwards. So you all should know that 75% minimum is required in order to be eligible to write the semester exam. So I would like to tell all the students are hereby required mandatory to attend all the sessions, and you will have to prepare the report daily basis, what you have, which topics you have attended, what each guest speakers have spoken. You need to prepare and submit to your mentors. Our mentors are contacting you. You will be given a mentor. Already you are in touch with the faculty or faculty. So you can submit the report to your concerned faculty about whatever the sessions you have attended, what you have learned. So by this, I'll be winding up my talk. Next, you will be having the next session at 11. Mr. Arun Kumar, an industry expert, who will be talking you all about the aviation industry. So all stay back. Do not leave the Google Meet, don't go away from YouTube. So all stay tuned. Within few minutes, Mr. Arun Kumar sir, a senior cabin crew of Air India Express, will be joining us. As it is as per the NEP regulations, any student from any stream can pursue any courses in addition to your academics through Swayam portal, MOOC, Coursera. So listen to all the lectures, because it's multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary. So you are required to know the knowledge apart from your stream, because you are a student of commerce. You need to know other streams. If you're a student of arts, you need to know about others. So it's not here now in this era, it's not confined to one particular subject or one particular specialization. You need to be specialized in all the areas so that you can be well fit in any specialized. So tomorrow, as you move out with your degree, you should be able to be employable for any of the specialization. Thank you. A pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to one and all present here. It is indeed a great honor and a pleasure to welcome you all to the second session of today's orientation program. I am thoroughly pleased to witness you all here and am profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce the guest speaker for today's session, Mr. Arun Kumar M. He has completed his bachelor's in hotel management from Srinivas College, Mangalore, and master's in business administration, specialized in human resource, with distance education from IGNOU. He initially started working in food and beverage service department and later continued working as a faculty member for hotel and hospitality management. He is presently working as a senior cabin crew member with Air India Express Limited from past 11 years in Mangalore Airport and also a part-time faculty for aviation in Yiascm. Dear sir, we are extremely delighted to have you with us today. A warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Today's second session will be on the topic Growth of Aviation Industry Post-Pandemic Effect. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. First of all, sincere welcome to each and everyone, the attendees who are there. And also, I thank Yiascm and all the management staff for giving me an opportunity to come here and give this particular talk on the pandemic effect. Okay, what are the effects and how the aviation industry is booming up. Okay, so no need to give an introduction because Carol ma'am has already given an introduction of mine. Kindly bear with me because I have got a bad throat infection. As ma'am have already told, presently I'm working as a senior cabin crew member with my present company, that is Air India Express Limited in Mangalore Airport. It was a good experience serving with my company. Got lots of opportunity to learn new things In fact, you might be heard that I am studied a different background, wherein joined a different background right now. So lots and ups and downs. Okay, so it's a different stream where you learn a lot of technical aspects basically. Okay, so I think a lot of people might be uh, wanted to know more about aviation because I've seen, okay, in the industry, I mean, like a lot of people will not choose the aviation industry. I don't know what is the reason basically. As in, I started working into this particular industry, we started learning more and more. As in, we started working day by day. Okay, so we tell each and every person that it's not that we are perfectly all right. Each and every day, we have to learn one or the other new things. Okay, it could be in your working industry, it could be your personal things, what you do. Okay, the daily life, anything for that matter. So, just a lot of people might be curiously asking what's happening in the aviation industry presently, or the pre-pandemic effect, or the post-pandemic effect. So we'll be clearing your doubts, okay. And also, I request you all, okay. I don't know whether, ma'am, is others can on their mic and ask the clarifications if they want in the between the session. Okay, no problem. Okay, in case, okay, the attendees who are there, in case you all have any doubts or clarification, because I always tell in my talk, you're free to on your mic and you're free to stop me, and you can ask your doubts or clarifications. So we are here to, I'm here to clarify your any sort of doubts pertaining to aviation industry. Okay, so talking about the pre-pandemic, I mean, okay, so what has happened, and after pandemic, how it was, and now how it is going to be. Okay, so we'll be learning it into, dividing into three parts basically. So aviation industry was, okay, it is a booming industry. In fact, okay, so it was uh, booming so much, okay, before the pandemic. Okay, uh, I mean, like we had a lot of flight operations. We got a lot of sectors. Sectors means a lot of routings. Okay, basically from one place to another place, and even the passengers traffic also too high. Okay, as in you see some other modes of transport, like whether it could be the sea transports, or whether it could be railways. Likewise, even in the aviation industry, okay, people move here and there. You all know, might be for the purpose of visit, okay, or purpose of work, or we have got a lot of business people who travel each and every day. Okay, so traveling is a continuous process. I could say, I mean, like wherein it will not stop. Okay, so people travel for fun also. Okay, so to enjoy their holidays. Okay, it was an industry which was having a frequent flights before the pandemic. Okay, and later on we started up with we got to know that we have got affected with the COVID-19. Okay, so slowly, not only the aviation industry but also a lot of industries got a huge impact. Okay, so the industry started getting down. Simultaneously, on the aviation industry also we started reducing with the flights. In fact, we stopped flying. Okay, uh, because of the fear of flying due to pandemic. I mean, like the transmission of diseases could uh, get affected more. So that is the reason the operations was too less, and that was a time where, okay, we have started learning more things. Okay, I could also say, I mean, like always don't take it in a negative manner. Okay, take it in a positive manner. Uh, don't think that the pandemic has got affected and affect the industries and got losses. Okay, but also I do understand, but at the same time you need to think about a positive aspect wherein we have learned lot of things, okay, especially how to take care of our health, especially also, in fact, uh, we don't know how to use a sanitizer, basically. In fact, a lot of people may not be knowing what you mean by sanitizer. So, social distancing, in fact. After the pandemic effect, we have learned a lot of things, how to maintain a social distance, wearing a mask, wearing a gloves, and also how to use the sanitizer. In fact, we have also been trained how to use the sanitizer, how to wash the hands frequently. They have got a different techniques, in fact. So ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, in this way, we have learned how to maintain a personal hygiene. Okay, and also uh, a virus is being getting transmitted. How we can stop? Okay, so that we have learned from this. And what also I could suggest is, okay, it. I mean, like tomorrow, if the virus gets stops, I mean, like it doesn't mean that we have to stop wearing, stop using the sanitizers or stop washing the hands. In fact, this could be a continuous process, okay, throughout your life, wherein it could save more lives or getting transmitted from different types of viruses. Okay, so from our generation, we have seen a lot of viruses. In fact, okay, so wherein uh, COVID-19 has been affected much, so that is the reason we are much particular about it, more conscious about it. In fact, okay, and so it should be a continuous process. What I could suggest. So these are the things which we have learned from this, how to maintain a proper social distance. Okay. Till now also we do follow uh, the protocols. Okay, has to be followed. Whatever the guidelines has done by the companies or by an industries. So we have to follow this. Okay. So still we follow wearing a proper mask. It should be an N95 mask or a proper surgical mask. And also, you should know the way of using the sanitizers. Okay, before a meal, how I mean, like you need to properly sanitize your hands and then start having your meals. After the meal, again you need to sanitize. Or else, if you are touching something else with your bare hands, start washing your hands frequently. There is got a separate technique to wash your hands also. So these are the things which you have learned. So take it in a positive way. The personal hygiene, maintaining social distancing, okay, the proper protective clothing which you can use. In fact, now still we are whenever we start doing the flights, still we are on the PPE. That is the personal protective equipment. Okay, we using now also. I mean, like still we are getting passengers from lots of other countries, so we may not know. So that is the reason it has become a complete protocol has to be followed throughout the flight. Uh, so these are the new things I could say due to pandemic. Okay, uh, we have learned a lot of new things. Okay, so uh, that's how we have been trained, and also due to pandemic, a lot of people were in fact we're worried to come out of the house. During that time, we used to start flying, okay, to get back the passengers back to India. Okay, so a lot of you all may be knowing. I mean, like a lot of people got stuck in a lot of countries. So we have brought them back. Okay, so you all know that government has started a mission called Vande Bharat mission. So with this mission, I mean, like we have get back a lot of passengers. It's a good initiative by the government of India and also the Ministry of Civil Aviation, in fact. Okay, so these are the things which have we have come up with a lot of things and started learning new things. Now, when I start talking about a post-pandemic, okay, now we might be thinking that a lot of people might be thinking that the industry has fallen down, okay, or else we don't have scope in aviation industry, or whether it could be in fact any other industries, okay. Uh, Earlier I already told, okay, so the traveling process, okay, it is a continuous process wherein it will not stop. In fact, everybody knows that. The person wanted to travel, definitely he has to choose some modes of transport, okay, to travel, whether it could be a ship, water transport, whether it could be air transport or road transport. Okay, so everybody knows, okay, it's from the generation which we started for very long, or else when the aviation industry has been started, it has been a continuous process where it has been not stopped. Okay, due to some effect we may have stopped, okay, to take proper precautious measures. Other than that, it will be a continuous process, in fact. Now when I'm talking about post-pandemic effect, okay, I want everybody to take out from that your mind that the industry is not going to boom up or something like that, or else the industry is facing loss still. Okay, no. Okay, take out all these negative aspects from your mind. Think in a positive manner, because we work in an industry, we know what is happening exactly. Okay, now when we started operating after the pandemic, okay, still we maintain with the proper measures, as I already told, with the proper protocols from the government as well as the authorities of aviation industry. Uh, Industry is booming up. Okay, in fact, I am seeing it. Industry is booming up. Still, I could say nowhere the passengers have stopped traveling. Okay, so still with proper measures, that's what I could say. It's not that they are traveling without any proper COVID protocol or something like that. With the proper measures, people are traveling from one place to another place, and they also being getting transferred from India to other Gulf countries or other European countries, and also from European countries back to India. Also, I could tell in this talk, we have got a lot of, I don't know how many of you all know about this, we have got a lot of projects, in fact, coming from different parts of the countries. So that is the reason now demand is there to travel. Okay, the industry is also getting booming up. Okay, so that is the reason there got a lot of projects. In fact, presently, if you could see, I don't know, those who love sports. Okay, so we basically travel to the Gulf regions. Okay, all the UAE sectors, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, uh, Sharjah. Okay, and other Gulf sectors like your Qatar. So presently, you all know that the IPL is going on in UAE. Okay, so all the three cities are hosting. Okay, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and Dubai. So whenever we travel to this particular country, now lots of people wanted to go and watch the match, and also they might be having a lot of projects also related to that. So that is the reason now when we start doing flights to these particular sectors, we have got lots of passengers. So now I am seeing, okay, from the pandemic, now it is started increasing. The load means the passenger load, keep started increasing. So it means that the business is coming up. Okay, so aviation industry also started booming up. Okay, so this is one of the projects which has started now in UAE. We got lots of other projects, and from next month onwards, okay, I think already started the October month. UAE again, it's going to host a huge project that is called as an Expo 2020. I don't know how many of you all know about this particular project. Okay, why we call Expo 2020? Because it was planned, okay, in the year of 2020, that is 2020, but everybody know due to this pandemic they couldn't able to host this project. Now finally they have came out and started fixing up a particular month, saying that they are going to host it in the year, okay, in the coming month, that is the present month, October 2021 to till March 2022. Okay, so till there they are going to host this project Expo. Lots of people might be thinking, what do you mean by this Expo? Okay, Expo is basically a huge project which they are going to host, wherein lots of countries they are going to invite into their particular country, that is UAE, and they wanted to invest. Okay, they wanted to come out with a lot of projects which could benefit for lots of companies, and creating employment opportunities for a lot of people. Okay, so when they are trying to invest lots of people from other countries, okay, now how they have to, definitely they wanted to travel to this particular country. Now what modes of transport they will choose? Definitely it could be an air transport, okay, the aviation industry. Now that for this particular reason, okay, so every person, okay, will come out with traveling by air. Okay, now traveling by air, lots of people might be thinking that, okay, so that fear of flying, as I already told, what could be because of pandemic, what how the measure should be, okay, whether it is safe to fly in an airline industry. So that's the reason initially I started up saying that what all measures we are taking up in the flight. Okay, still we follow up with the middle row passengers, keeping up with the gown, and also maintaining proper social distancing while boarding of the aircraft. Okay. Also, the crew which we are who are going to interact with you all will be with the proper PPE, with the proper mask. Okay. So, no need to worry about it. Okay. And also, now we fly with all fully vaccinated crews. Okay. And also, we do take passengers who are with a thorough check. In fact, okay, so who have done with the RT-PCR test. In fact, after coming to an airport, we have a RAT, that is called as a rapid antigen test. Also, we do check for the completely vaccination certificates. Okay, so don't worry about it. After having a thorough check, after taking a proper measures, we are taking all the passengers to fly from one place to another. So because of this, okay, now passengers or travelers are aware. Okay, so now traveling is becoming safe, so they can without any worry they can freely travel from one place to another. Okay, so that's the reason taking up with these measures. And addition to that, we have got a lot of projects coming up. Definitely we are getting passengers now after started flying after the pandemic effect. We are seeing a lot of passengers are traveling from one place to another. Even passengers are coming back to India as well. So don't worry about that the industry will not go. Since one project I have already, two projects in fact, the IPL, the match, as well as the Expo 2020. And one more upcoming project I could also say, which is going to happen soon in Qatar. They are the hosting country for the cricket, beg your pardon, it's football World Cup in fact. Okay, so they are the Qatar could be the hosting country. In fact, when they start hosting this particular event, then the demand is also high to travel to that particular country. And also, you all should know. Uh, Recently, we had an survey of giving the world's toppest airline and also the best airport in the world due to pandemic effect, and also in the pandemic effect how their performance was. Okay, in fact these two awards, okay, has gone to this particular country that I have already told, Qatar Airways. Okay, so consequently they have been getting lots of awards, okay, for maintaining a good standards, maintaining a good, following the good protocol due to COVID, getting back the passengers, okay, taking proper measures, getting back the passengers from one place to another. And also their airport, we call it as an Hamad International Airport. Okay, it is in Doha. Okay, so their airport, okay, also been named as one of the best airports in the world. In fact, okay, we've got a lot of other competitions for the best airports in the world. We have got Heathrow Airport in UK, United Kingdom. So competing with lots of bigger airports, like you have got Dubai International Airport. You have got 3 terminals over there. Okay, divisions of 3 terminals wherein they could incorporate more and more aircrafts. So competing with this, now finally they have got, okay, so when we see or when we analyze on what basis they have got the awards, okay, first thing they could see the cleanliness, okay, how they have maintained it, proper well-equipped services. Okay, what are the new techniques they might have developed in that particular airport? Of course, how the staff behaves, okay, with the passengers. Okay, what kind of hospitality services they give in that airport, the ambience of the airport. So overall experiences on that basis, okay, how it has been judged also by the passengers rating, and also uh, the rating which have been given by the raters of that concerned authority. So on this basis, they have got the best airports, and also the airline award also been awarded to the Qatar Airways. So now, when this particular country got these two awards, and in future now they are going to host a big, huge event. Okay, and in fact, I could see this is the first time they are going to host this kind of a sports event. In fact, in their country. So now you also should see when a particular country is hosting for a event. Okay, so now lots of country will come and they have to stay there, okay, for an event. It could be the players, okay, it could be the supporting staff, okay, lots of other people will be incorporated with that particular event. So when the process of travel is happening from different, now again, if it is an event of World Cup, okay, it is for the different parts of country is going to participate. Now again, lots of country will try to come into the country called Qatar. So recently, I mean, like, uh, I have also heard that for only for these purposes, they have been uh, started constructing 2 or 3 stadiums, I think, new stadiums, only for this event. Okay. Now we could see how much they might have invested for the event of the Football World Cup. Okay. And when they started traveling, okay, one thing, not only for the event they come, also they do visit the places. Okay. Even the tourism is also going to get onto an higher rate. Okay, the demand of tourism will be go high. At the same time, the travel process is also so always. Okay, I will also say the tourism industry and the aviation industry has to go hand to hand. Okay, so they are have to have a proper coordination amongst each other. Okay, so then only we could get more businesses in future, and also the industry starts booming up. By this way, as I already told, okay, so they are definitely going to stay in some place. Okay, it might be hotels or some many kind of stays they are going to get. Now, definitely, hotel industry will improve. Okay, also they do visit lots of places which are there in Qatar. Now, tourism also going to increase. Okay, they are going to expose a lot of things. Okay, lots of people will start traveling from different countries. There will be a lot of I mean, like, I know because yeah, when I do watch football, okay, so a lot of crowd which comes, I have seen. I mean, like, in fact, if you could see with a lot of other sports event, the uh, we get huge crowd for football, I guess. So now when you wanted to fill up this particular stadium completely, okay, so lots of supporting uh, people who wanted to support their country, definitely they also will start traveling up to Qatar. So by this, when we take up a survey, okay, uh, of this, what is going to happen in the future, okay, in fact, uh, as a wholesome, lots of people are going to come for the event which is going to happen in Qatar. Okay, so the demand is more. And recently, when I'm checking out the recruitments also, okay, I have because after the pandemic effect, okay, now when the operation is going a bit high, lots of airlines have started posting up for their recruitments. Okay, I've seen Emirates is posted for some 1,000 cabin crew recruitment recently, and also we have seen Etihad posting for they have put up for recruitment for lots of job opportunities for their airline industry. So with this, what I could see is now industry started booming up. Even lots of aircraft started flying up in the sky. Okay, it was okay due to pandemic effect. It was little bit of turbulent here and there. Okay, so we had some kind of turbulence. Now we are overcoming with the turbulence. Okay, now it's a clear sky wherein it's an open clear sky where you all are free to fly anywhere in the world. Okay, so that is the reason I could say the industry is started booming up. Okay, so now I have clearly explained you all on what basis the aviation industry is going to boom up. Okay, I have told three events. One event is happening at present, that is the IPL match, supposed to be hosted in India, but it got transferred to UAE. We are shifted to UAE, and the next event, which is going to happen in this present month, that is the Expo 2020. The hosting country could be UAE, that is United Arab Emirates. And one more upcoming event could be the Football World Cup. The hosting country could be the Qatar. So when these events are coming up, we have, of course, we have got lots of demand. Okay, so whoever is having the thought, the negative thoughts that whether the industry is good, whether aviation industry is good, or do I get a job, okay, or whether I could be able to work in an airline industry. To be honest, even I never thought that I had an aim, okay, that I wanted to work in an airline industry, but I never thought, okay, shifting from an hotel industry that I will switch to an aviation industry. But now I am really happy that I could see what has happened exactly. I mean, like aviation industry, it's an unique industry. Okay, I don't know. Lots of people may not choose. Okay, but when you start learning it, when you start learning more new things, okay, really you will love to learn more and more about it. Okay, so when you start watching, it could be watching some kind of YouTube videos that. Learning deeper into that how exactly the aircraft flies. Okay, so what are the components of aircraft? Okay, what are the devices they use? Okay, uh, when you start learning it much deeper, the technical aspects, so definitely you will start learning it. Okay, it's a completely technical industry wherein you will learn lots of things. That's how it is. Okay, so you will not come to know exactly now. So even I was like aviation industry, I thought like, okay, so people are flying from one place to another. Okay, we are flying, we are sitting in the aircraft, we are just flying, and we are getting down to another place. But we should know how the operation has been made, how we are managing the aircraft. Okay, how the pilots exactly do fly the aircraft. Okay, you also might have seen we have got the ATCs. Okay, the pilots do communicate with the air traffic controllers. So what sort of communication they are doing, how they are going to communicate, okay, what method they are going to use, okay, is there any frequencies they will use, okay. Some people might think without the network how they are going to communicate with the ATCs, okay. So these are the technical aspects, okay, how they are going to communicate with the ATCs, okay. So what are the different aspects we could learn, and also you might have seen lots of switches in the cockpit, okay. Initially, if someone comes and see if I tell someone to come and see the cockpit, I mean, like they will be like, oh my god, so many switches. Okay, they think in that way. Okay, so to learn about the cockpit, okay, there is also a technical aspect where it will take lots of time. And I'm not telling that okay, it is a tougher industry. Okay, uh, it is an good industry. It is an easy industry to learn. In fact, I mean, like it will take little bit time. Okay, you need to completely concentrate on that particular technical aspect so that you could uh, get more and more things. Okay, to grab the things as easy as possible. All right. So that is the reason I always tell anyone. I mean, like start learning this particular or choose this particular industry where you could learn more good. I mean, like better things because this is the industry where lots of people will not choose. Okay, only I could find only. I mean, like for example, if some students are coming out and wanted to join some of the graduations, okay, so they usually now it has become a common subjects, like you have got arts, commerce and science. Okay, and also when we started learning it, we had only these choice. Okay, now uh, colleges come up with lots of add-on courses. I could see it could be an interior designs, it could be logistics, it could be air cargo, or it could be an aviation. Okay, uh, and you have got lots of other technical add-on courses nowadays. So it's an advantage for you all. Okay, so wherein I could say, uh, as you go on with your graduation, it's an add-on course where you are getting a technical industry also, technical subject knowledge also. So now you are not, you are, you are not worried. Okay, in fact, if you are out of your graduation course or something like that, so you have got choice. Okay, now if you are doing with aviation and logistics, or interior design, so you have got choices. Okay, I can even choose with the commerce background, or else also I have a specialized course with me. So don't worry about it. You can go with that particular track where you choose specialized courses. Okay, or specialized technical courses basically. So it is an advantage for the present students who are coming up and joining in the college. Okay, really good. Okay, so you are going to choose one technical subject. Okay, wherein as in you do your course of your commerce, or science, or whatever. Okay, so addition to that, you are also going to learn these kind of technical add-on courses. Okay, which is benefiting you. It will be benefiting you in future, of course. So that is a that is a reason which I am going to tell you all. Okay, so when you start, okay, and I also wanted to tell you all how to choose a particular industry. Okay, so never choose that. Okay, my friend has choose this particular course, even I am going to choose. Okay, it's completely you are the sole person who are going to choose. Okay, you have to sit and think for your particular your personality, what suits. Okay, what kind of industry suits for you. Okay, it's you are the sole person who have to sit and think. Okay, which industry could choose me, or else from your personal interest. Okay, or you wanted to learn about this particular industry. It could be logistics, it could be aviation, or it could be any other technical aspect. Okay, you choose. Okay, if by your choice, if you try to choose, you have that interest on that particular subject. Until unless you don't get that interest, you don't try to grab the things. Excuse me. So uh, I request you all to sit and think, choose which suits for your personality, or else by your personal interest, which subject you can, technical subject which you can get it. Sit and think, choose, and just go on. Okay, so definitely with your personality, with your personal interest, you can get more and more knowledge, and definitely it is going to benefit you in the future also. And also, I could say, since when we started, we didn't had these kind of add-on courses, so that's the reason we have to shift from working industry. Somewhere we were working, and now we have to shift it into because it was my aim. So that's the reason now I had to shift from the hotel industry to aviation industry. To tell about my experiences from past 11 years, what I've learned. Okay, it's a very good experiences when you start working on to a particular industry. Okay, so as in you start joining into a particular company, you are going to get exposed with a lot of um, uh, technical aspects, a lot of professionals. Okay, uh, higher professionals. Okay, so you are going to communicate. Okay, so by doing this, of course, you are going to improve your knowledge and also the communication skills also. Okay, so automatically when you start working it, automatically your personality will change. Okay, because the atmosphere is such a way that you have got a lot of good professionals working in the industries. Okay, and when you start communicating with them, you will get more and more knowledge. They will try to share, and also uh, when it is a customer service based industry. Okay, so we talk with a lot of customers, or the passengers, or guests. Okay, so they are, we call them passengers, but they are the guests, because of them we are getting the bread and butter. So always they are our guests. Okay, whenever they started coming into our flight, so we are supposed to take care of them. Okay, not only on the field of service but also safety aspects. We give much priority. Okay, so for example, from point Z to point A to point B. Okay, if a person is traveling, okay, so we are utmost responsibility to take care of the safety first, then comes the services. Okay, so when we are taking care of the safety addition to that services, okay, so we do communicate with lots of uh, guests, okay, or the passengers in flight. Okay, we start communicating. They also share their things, what's happening in that particular country. So we get to know a lot of things. Okay, so what's happening, what are the upcoming events. Okay, so how the country is doing. Okay, how the economy is. So with this, what is happening, we are trying to communicate with lots of different kinds of professionals, okay, different nationalities in fact. Okay, we get lots of different nationalities, like we get UAE nationals, we get European countries like US, we get lots of other countries from UK, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand. Okay, so when we start communicating, automatically your accent will change, and also you will try to grab new terminologies. Basically, you get to know a lot of new things. Okay, new updates about that particular country. So automatically you're gaining more knowledge, as well as you're going to improve your communication skills. Okay, so that's why I told, in this kind of confined space, or that kind of atmosphere, if you belong to, okay, automatically your personality will change, right? And also the grooming standards. Okay, so when I talk about the grooming standards, okay, so the way you stand, it could be uh, from your right from the way you walk. Okay, the way you talk to a particular person. Okay, or the way you greet a particular person. uh, Everything will be monitored. Okay, so by the professionals. Okay, so with that, in fact, person could judge you what sort of person you are. Okay, so this is how, okay, you need to behave and perform your duties, whether in flight or whether you're working in an airport, anywhere. Okay, and not only in the aviation industry but also any sort of industries in future, if at all you are going to work. So you all should have that personal interest to a particular industry, and also rightly you have to choose, okay, what suits you, basically. So these are the things which is happening. Okay, so this is the lots of activities or we do in flight. Okay, and from my experiences, that it has been taken a long journey, where I was a kid. Like, I was a kid when I started flying. Uh, when your seniors supported you a lot. Okay, my seniors supported me a lot, trying to learn more and more things. It all depends on how you are going to grab the things. Okay, so how you are going to behave with your subordinates or your colleagues. Okay, like, it's about a right attitude. Okay, with the right person, takes you to a better future. Okay, so this is how you are going to uh, get you into a good industries in future. And also, uh, the way you perform in the industries. Okay, so it's been 11 years. I have been promoted. I was joined as a normal cabin crew, who has been promoted as a senior cabin crew member. It's been 5 years. So, as in you, okay, so to get the promotions also, okay, so you have to show your performances. Okay, uh, your seniors or your higher authorities will be monitoring you throughout the journey of your uh, working experience or your flying experiences. Okay, someone will be there in the top that he will be monitoring you. So according to that, okay, your performance will be valued. Okay, and the promotions will be given according to your performance. Okay. So that's what I say. If you have a good group of members, okay, where you have a good initiative to learn more and more things. Okay, start learning. Okay, each day, as I already told, each day is a learning process for each and every person. In fact, okay. So tomorrow, if I go for a flight, I could say, okay, today is my one more new flight, so that I could learn today something, one new thing. Okay, it's need not that I am flying from 11 years that I'm completely known about the industries. No, nothing as such. Okay, so each, if it could be in the future, it could be whenever I'm going to fly my last flight. So that also could be a flight which I'm going to learn a new thing. Right. So that sort of attitude I want each individual to keep. Okay. Uh, if you keep a good uh, uh, thinking capacity that okay, I have and that in my mind I got that thought I will have to join this particular industry. Please do join that particular industry which you have your own thought in your mind and also what suits for your personality. Okay, so your personality evaluation can be done only by you, not by others. Okay, so that for that you have to sit and think. Okay, so how you could change, okay, how you can shape yourself in future. So these all can be done by yourself. Okay, uh, so that's how right from the industries has started booming up, and I already discussed how the industry was earlier before the pandemic. Okay, now uh, how was the effect? Okay, when the pandemic got affected, how was the effect it was, and what are things we have been done? Okay, for the country as well as the uh, for the people of our country, how we have brought back the passengers. Okay, who have been stuck, and how the industry is going to boom up in future because we are already discussed. Okay, so a lot of events are going to come, and I request each all the attendees who who are going to choose aviation industry, don't worry about it. In fact, okay, it's a very good industry where you learn lots of new technical things. I already told. Okay, as in you learn, you start liking it to learn more and more things. Okay, so I request you all start choosing your own industries in future. Okay, in fact, not working. In fact, when you start joining into a particular college, okay, choose a right technical subject adding on to your graduation, uh, and that's it. Take it up in a positive manner, and I wish all of you all good luck. Okay, those who are going to join the colleges soon and with good professionals. I'm giving a little bit time. Okay, so also I already told it could be an interactive sessions. Okay, so that could be much better. I think Carol ma'am, if they anyone could have any suggestions or they have any queries, they can ask now or a questionnaire sessions. Over to you, Carol ma'am.
Uh, Students have joined us on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think there are no queries from their end.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Anyone?
yes, sir. Yeah, students, those who are here in the meeting, is there any question?
Yeah.
There are few attendees here in the meeting,
Okay.
while the rest of them have joined us through YouTube.
All right.
So if there is any question from the students who have joined us here in the meeting, you can put forward your question, students. Arun sir will answer your questions.
Okay. All the attendees who are there, you all are free to ask any sort of questions. So don't keep anything onto your mind. If you all have any clarifications, we'll sort it out right here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, any QAs on the YouTube, ma'am? Anything?
No, sir, we've seen the YouTube. There are
Okay,
no questions from the
all right,
students.
all right.
Yes, sir. So, on behalf of Yenapoya Institute of Art, Science, Commerce and Management, I extend a hearty vote of thanks to our guest speaker, Mr. Arun Kumar N., who spared time from his busiest schedule. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely be going to encourage us in our future events. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much, and I wish good luck to all the attendees and all the students. Thank you so much, and once again, I thank Yenapoya Institute of College and all the staff members for giving me such an opportunity to give a guest talk. Thank you.
I appreciate the efforts of all the people. At the end, I would say thanks to our audience for joining us virtually. And dear audience, kindly note we'll be sharing a feedback form with respect to the session. So I request all the participants to fill the feedback form. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again for being with us today.
Thank you.
Good morning, one and all. Yes, I hope you all have had an overview of the Yenapoya Institute of Arts, Science, Commerce and Management, and also the overview on the growth of aviation industry. So now we have with this, let me start with a quote. Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. Until you value your time, you will not do anything with it. This is a great quote by M. Scott Peck. So, time plays an important role in everyone's life. If time is invested properly, it could be used to develop a skill. So, here we have with us to master your time Dr. Rashmi Jain and Miss Ira Jain. Over to you, ma'am, to master the skill, the time of our students who are the upcoming first year batch of BCom, BCA, BSc, and students. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So first, I'll start with the question of the last 2 years. Am I visible and am I audible?
You are audible, ma'am.
All right. Ira, can you please do a mic check? Because I can
Yes,
see
I
you.
hope I am also audible.
Yes, Ira. Yes.
All right. So Ira, can you please share the screen? So we'll make sure of that and then we'll start the presentation.
So I have shared my screen. I hope you can see a white screen.
Yes, your screen is visible. Is it visible there also? I mean, is it visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Muhiddin. Okay. So let's get the ball rolling. Right? Can I have the next slide, please, Ira? So today, we will be speaking to you, that's Dr. Rashmi Jain, myself, and Ira Jain will be speaking to you on mastering your time. Let's start with introduction of who we are.
Yes. So let me introduce to you Dr. Rashmi Jain. She's an ophthalmologist and works as an additional professor at Yenapoya Medical College, Mangalore. She is a FAMA Fellow, which is a 2-year international fellowship in medical education. She has also done PGDBME, which is a PG diploma in ethics. She's a medical simulation trainer, public speaker, and Toastmaster at YNCA Toastmasters Club. She's also an Iron Lady and is trained in corporate leadership by TISS Mumbai. She enjoys food, both cooking and eating, and also reading, travel, and cricket.
That sounds like a lot of things which I do. Well, let me introduce you to your next speaker of the day. That's Ira Jain. Ira, who is a speaker, who is a student at Manipal School, she studies in 8th standard. She is a counter speech fellow granted to her by WILAC in 2021, that's this year. She's a YouTuber having 25 plus videos, 450 plus subscriber. She's a public speaker, a debater. She also happens to be a world record holder for being part of the longest webinar by children. She is a national winner of Art to Connect, a winner of Verbatim National Debate Competition, winner of several philately competitions. Philately, that's stamp collection. She is a bibliophile, loves to read books. She is a budding keyboard player. She's already cleared about 2 classes, 2 practical grades of Trinity School. She's a polyglot. So before I start, can somebody tell me in the chat box what is a polyglot? Anybody wants to attempt? What is a polyglot? Anybody? I know a lot of people in Bangalore happen to be polyglot. Yes, I see a raised hand. You can unmute or you can put in the chat box. Any guesses to what is a polyglot? No, it's not a person who eats a lot. That she doesn't. Any guesses? Anybody can interact, even if I have some faculty there, if they would like to interact. Who knows? Very good, Chandresh. You're absolutely right. Yes, Shilu, she does know several languages. Some she is proficient, some she is learning. But yes, she does define to be a polyglot. Now, you must be wondering, a 8th standard student, 13-year-old, older lady, probably somewhere in her 40s, working in different fields, working in different things. How did they manage to do this? How is the exact question? So we move on to how did we do this? There is one skill which we both love to do. That's time management. We both are people who enjoy organizing, managing time. And trust me, I have learned a lot of these from Ira. So when I got the opportunity from Yiascm to deliver a talk, I thought who better than the person who's my teacher, that's Ira, to talk about time management. So let's move on to why do we need to manage time? You know, currently in the present generation, we have so much flexibility in doing things. You can take a class online from home if it's a recorded class. If you're doing a session on Coursera, skill building, any time of the day. You can do it at middle of the night. You can do it in lunch break. You can do it in your snack break. You can do shopping 24/7. Amazon, Flipkart, Tata Click, all are there. You would like to travel, you can travel wherever you would like if you have the means in whatever small breaks you have. Automation, current technology have made things so much easier and less labor intensive. You know, we can do things in much faster way, but I don't have time. I don't have time. Have you ever heard your grandparents say that? Have you ever heard your great grandparents say that? They did not have automation. They did not have the means to do things the way we are doing. They did not have so many choices. Still, they managed to live a very meaningful life. Is it only about time or is it about FOMO? What's FOMO? Fear of missing out. You know, when I say I don't have time, is it that I'm only talking about the organizational aspect, or is it something more emotional? When I say time management, am I looking at the fear of missing out? I'm scared. I'm scared to not do something even if I don't want to do it. I attend a party because I'm scared. What if I miss out what's happening? I'm scared to I don't want to watch a movie, but I still go because what if I miss out on the fun? So it's more about what we are doing. Now, if we move on, there is a cliche quote: time is money. Time is precious. If you ask me, time is much more valuable than money. You know why? If I start defining my time by money, if I say I am an ophthalmologist and I will earn 20,000 rupees per hour if I go and operate or do what I need to do as an ophthalmologist. Every other work which I do, which is not giving me money, will give me unhappiness. Why? Because I'm not earning money in that. So if I were to interact with you, I'll be like, oh, it's a waste of an hour. I'm not going to get 20,000. Why should I do it? If it's meeting a friend, I'll be, why should I do it? If it's looking at my daughter, if it's seeing her grow, if it's helping her out, I'm going to be, is it important? Maybe it's not important. I'm not earning money. So if you ask me and Ira, we say time is not money. It's much more valuable, much more precious than what even money is. Now, how can I manage time? What we can measure is what we can manage. So let me first start by measuring or assessing my current situation. The first step in managing time is let me know how I am using my time currently. Very simple step. Create a time log. What's a time log? Pick up a pen or a paper, go to a time tracking app. Note down what you do each hour, what you do every 30 minutes. Keep a record of that. Do it for a day, do it for 2 days, maybe do it for 3 days. Once you jot it down, do the next step that's called auditing. What's auditing? Auditing means looking at your data and analyzing it. When you audit your time, then you will realize there are several categories, several tasks which you do. And there is a very important thing which is called as a time waster. Time waster? Can there be something called time waster? Yes. Time waster means I'm working, but I'm working without an aim. So I attend a meeting, there's no agenda for a meeting. I write notes in the class, but I did not open my textbook. So I'm just mechanically writing a note. I've spent 1 hour writing my notes, but I don't know what I'm writing. So it's a waster, it's a time waster. So as we move on, there are so many tasks. Ira, how do I manage the multiple tasks which are there? Can you guide me and take us through how to manage the multiple tasks which will come when I make this time log?
Right. So, as you mentioned, we have several tasks to do, and oftentimes there is an overload of tasks. We have so many tasks that we have to do. Is there a way in which we can manage this overload? Yes, there is. So, take a pen and paper or open a new note on your computer or phone and write down all the different tasks that you have. Many times, a clutter and chaos in our mind is not as chaotic when we actually put it down on paper. We realize that, okay, the tasks are not as many as we thought and they are manageable. So, what do we do once we know how many tasks we have? Well, I want to introduce you to something called the Isil matrix. So, what is it basically? Basically, it is a 2 by 2 table which has 4 different quadrants, and it helps us differentiate between our different kinds of tasks. In the first quadrant, we have tasks that are important and urgent. So, important tasks, something that earns me money, or is it something that I have to do? No. Important tasks are tasks that I find meaningful, things that I feel will help me in some way or I feel happy doing. The second and urgent, and we must do them immediately or in times that we are feeling productive. Then we move to tasks that are important but they are not so urgent. What are these tasks? These are usually things that are our goals or things that we would like to do to improve our skills, to have more skills to make our CV look good. So So, for example, maybe exercising to stay fit, learning new skills, learning a new language, and whatnot. But the thing is, these things don't have a deadline. These tasks are things that we have to ourselves motivate ourselves to do. So they are important to us, but they are not urgent. What do we do about them? A good idea is to schedule them into our calendar, into our day to day life routine. So that way we will make sure to do them. Then we come to not important but urgent tasks. Paying bills, cleaning the house, lot of chores come under this category. What do you do with them? Now, normally it is said that you can delegate such tasks. But personally, I feel as a student, it's not always possible for us to delegate our tasks to someone else. So, it's a better idea to do these tasks ourselves. And as I mentioned during the golden hours topic that I'll be mentioning, I will tell you when is a good idea to do these tasks. And lastly, not important, not urgent distractions. It's best to avoid them and stay away from them as far as possible, especially during our working hours. Now, we move on to learning to say a no. As we sort through our to-do list, we realize that a lot of the tasks that we have are unnecessary or things that don't have to be done. Right? And a lot of time is also spent in lot of commitments that we make. A party that I'm attending, group study, this thing, that thing, lot of commitments. So, learning to say a no is really, really important. We can't always attend everything or try to do everything. We have to streamline to the very few important things. When you get an option to do something, it's either a big yes, that yes, I want to do it, or it's most probably just a no. So by saying a no, we will be able to drastically reduce the amount of tasks that we have to do. Now,
You have the option. You can make an excuse. I'm so sorry. I don't have the time to do this. I just didn't get enough time. I don't know. I was too busy. Or you can make a sacrifice. You can sacrifice the distraction and decide to do something which you would like to do, which would take you closer to where you want to be. Choose wisely, because when you're choosing, you can make a progress by making a correct choice, or you can continue to make the excuse, I don't have time, I just can't manage to do this correctly. If you don't sacrifice for what you want to do, what you want becomes the sacrifice. Think about it. It's a very profound quote. It just tells if you don't take things in your state, things are going to make you flow and you will be doing things which you don't really want to.
now we come to prioritizing. So, these are a few questions that you can think of when you have your to-do list. Is this really important? What matters to me? What will help me reach closer to my goals? Maybe even ask things like, will this make me happy? Do I think this is something meaningful? This will make you really realize what are the tasks that are really important. What are your priorities? What are things that you want to give your time and attention to? Remember, ask the right questions. By asking the right questions, you're reducing the task load. And that's why you will be able to manage your time much better. This quote by Stephen Covey is a great way to sum up prioritizing. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities, the things that you feel are important. Now, we have only 24 hours in a day, right? But I want to ask you a question. Can you work with the same amount of focus and efficiency during every hour of the day? With the same amount of efficiency, the same amount of focus? No, the answer is a big resounding no. Of course not. The thing is, our energy and focus levels vary throughout the day. This is how an average person's energy levels are through a workday. You wake up, your energy is low, and then after breakfast or maybe coffee, your energy goes very high, and then you perform really well, you're very productive during the morning, Then you have lunch, and of course, after a big lunch, we all feel really sleepy, lazy. The afternoon usually is a little, low and lazy. And then we come to evening where we suddenly get a small energy boost. And then towards the end of the day, again, its energy is gone a little down. We are tired and want to sleep. Now, what I want you to remember is this is an average person's workday. My workday, my energy levels throughout the day are very different from this. And I'm sure yours are too. Because everybody's energy levels and focus levels are different. I'm sure you must have heard that some people are early risers, some are night owls, because some are able to concentrate better during the morning and some at night. So, what does this mean to me? What does this mean to you? Does this mean that it's bad because I can't be productive throughout the day? Does this mean that it's bad for my efficiency and I won't be able to manage time well? Or does this mean that I can use this to my advantage? Maybe I can do something with my golden hours. But what are my golden hours? These are the hours of the day during which I feel most motivated, energized, and productive. I can get work done fast and I'm in the flow of working. So, what do I do with these hours? Do I just waste them? Do I just do some tasks that are not important? Of course not. I will utilize these hours to get the most important and urgent tasks done. Things that really matter and have deadlines coming up soon. Now remember we had talked about tasks that are urgent but not really important, and I told you I'll tell you which is the best time to do them. Yes. So, of course, we won't waste our golden hours doing tasks that are not important to us. So, a good idea is to use the other time of the day, time when maybe our energy and focus is not that high, but we can still work to complete tasks that are urgent but not important to us. So, two big things from here: using our golden hours to get the most important and urgent tasks done, and using other times when our focus is not that high to get tasks that are urgent but not important done. You are muted, Dr. Rashmi.
Yeah, very sorry. So, sounds easy, doesn't it? Actually, maybe it is, maybe it is not. Ira, is it really so easy? How do you actually manage time?
Make a to-do list, prioritize tasks, put it into your schedule, and then be productive. And you're the time management ninja.
Only if life was so easy. Do you think life is really so easy?
Wait, we just got an assignment that is due tomorrow, and there's a pop quiz in 2 days.
Oh my God.
I have such a bad headache also. I can't work with this. And I need stationery urgently.
I got a call from Sir just now. There's a patient in emergency casualty, but I was planning to catch up on the course which I am doing. Is life really so easy? I don't think so. You so easily told me that I need to make a to-do list. Not possible. I'm one of the laziest person. These things don't come easy to me. And life happens. Every time when I want to do some things, I get distractions. I get everything which is happening. There is an unplanned event which happens. A relative which just walks into the house. I don't know what all emergencies, and you know me, the human being, the one which is lazy by nature. Everything which I want to do, which you're telling me, just takes a backseat. And you know why? Because I am basically a lazy person. No matter what I want to achieve, I get lazy. These are all lots of obstacles in my way. Just think of it. You had planned to study, but a neighbor came, a cousin came over because it's cousin's wedding and they want to do shopping in the place where you are. Can you say a no? You can't. So, Ira, life is not all that easy. There are obstacles, there are obstructions all along the way. I do understand that there are some obstacles which are in my control. There are some obstacles which I have no control over. So, the cousin coming over, I really can't do anything. Teacher suddenly calling you and telling, there is a quiz just now. Ira, come and attend the quiz. Well, actually, this happened 1 hour back, 10:30, when we had scheduled a practice session. She got a call saying, you have an assessment, a Hindi listening test, and pop goes our planning. It does happen. So I can't really do much about, but what I can do is have flexibility in my schedule, plan it the best way to manage the things which are in my control and take care of these distractions. Ina, can you tell me, how do you deal with these distractions? Some simple tips for me to manage these distractions, the things which are in my control.
Right. So I have exactly that. I have 4 amazing ways for you to fight distractions. Number 1, plan your day. Now again you'll ask me, Mira, how is planning my day related to managing my time, related to fighting distractions? The thing is actually, when I plan my day, I know, okay, this is the list of the tasks that I need to do. This is the amount of work that I have to get done by the end of the day. And so I won't start thinking all of a sudden, in the morning, what do I need to do now? Which tasks do I have? I won't waste time doing that. And what about distractions? See, I know that I have so many tasks to do, and so I'm less likely to get distracted. I know that after I complete all these tasks, yes, I can enjoy, I can relax, I can have fun. But I will only do that if I'm sure that I have enough time to do all the tasks. And so planning my day will give me a lot of clarity. It will help me know, okay, how much time I need to allocate and when I can enjoy and relax. Now, number 2, having a clean workspace. Basically, what happens is that when I have a clean workspace, not only is it physically clutter free, my mind is also less cluttered. I don't have clutter in my mind because when you see too much clutter around you, even mentally there's a chaos that's building in your mind. Also, if I want to do any kind of work and my desk is dirty, my workspace is dirty, do you think I'll feel motivated or do you think I'll get a little less demotivated? At least for me, I will be less demotivated because I have to clean the table and then start working. And I'm lazy. So basically, having a clean workspace will help me avoid this. And of course, I'm sure you know that it will save my time because I don't have to look for different things. Now moving on to number 3, which is my favorite, which I use all the time, every day, every hour almost. And that is the Pomodoro Technique. So does that name sound a little funny? Anyone knows what Pomodoro means? Anyone would like to put it in the chat or unmute? If you have any idea or any guesses.
Guess what? This is a word in foreign language. Some ideas, I'm sure some of you would have heard of this term. Any guesses from anyone? I can see only the Google chat. I don't know if there's something on the YouTube chat.
Okay, I don't think anyone knows, but let's try giving a hint. It's a word in Italian.
Okay. So anyone Italian love their pizzas, right?
Yes, or anyone who learns Italian or maybe has some idea.
We were just having a session before this on travel, aviation. You know how important languages are.
Okay, I don't think we have anybody who is aware about this word. So let me tell you, this word means tomato in Italian. Now you might be thinking, tomato technique, and how is it related to distractions and time management and organization? How will it help me? So let me tell you, don't get confused by the name. Don't judge the book by its cover. Let me actually tell you what this technique is. So it's having simple 5 steps that will probably help you focus much better and have less distractions. So number 1, decide on the task that you need to do. So what is a task that you've been procrastinating on, that you've been putting off for later, right? Something that you need to do importantly and urgently. Number 2, set a timer for 25 minutes, right? And number 3, work on the task until the timer reads. Now, very, very, very important point here. These 25 minutes are distraction-free minutes. Time when you completely focus and work. Don't worry about how much work is getting done. Just make sure that those 25 minutes you're going to try your best to focus and work. Do as much as possible. Number 4, when the timer rings, take a short 5-minute break. What do you do in this break? Go start watching a movie or new series? Catch up on social media? That's not the best idea actually, because you have to admit this, like I am admitting now. If I start doing that in a 5-minute break, the break is definitely going to last longer than 5 minutes, right? I can't just look at social media for 5 minutes or watch 5 minutes of a series or movie. I will watch it for longer. So what do I do? Maybe just use this break to refresh yourself. Your mind has been working for 25 minutes, so reward yourself. Maybe a small snack, a drink of water, walk around a little. That's a good idea for this break. Now, after the short 5-minute break, you can continue this cycle of working for 25 minutes and taking a 5-minute break for about, let's say, 4 cycles. What do you do after that? You have to reward yourself, a big reward. Maybe a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes or even 45 minutes. If you got the full task done, you could even take a 1-hour break. It depends on how much you want to reward yourself. So, this is the break where you can maybe check on social media or watch a movie or a series or do whatever you want to, play video games, right? And now we move on to the 4th tip, which is again one of my favorites, and that is to use digital apps and extensions. So, what digital apps and extensions? What can I use and why should I use them? The thing is, everything has become even more online in the last 2 years. I think almost all of us would have at least one device of our own, or at least a device in the house usually. So, we do things online now. And there are so many apps and online tools that can help us manage our time and be more productive. Apps for almost everything from time tracking to calendar to notes to journaling, to-do lists and whatnot, everything. So, what apps can I really use? Now, I have used many apps myself and I can tell you a few apps that I personally really like, I feel are really helpful. So, let me introduce you to a few. So, here first, I have Clockify. What is Clockify? I think by the name and by the logo, you might be getting an idea. It's something related to time tracking. So Clockify is basically an online time tracker. What do? You just input what you're working on. For example, maybe I'm working on an assignment or maybe I'm learning a language, like I'm learning French. So I just input whatever I'm doing and then I start the timer when I'm starting to work. Then once I'm done working, I can stop the timer. So how is this useful? Basically, at the end of the day, at the end of a week or maybe even a month, I can go back and review how much time did I spend on each thing. Was I wasting any time? And what things am I giving most of my time to? Is it my priorities or is it something that's not so important? And by using a digital app like Clockify, you get amazing reports that basically have bar graphs and pie charts and everything. And it's really represented in an easy way for us to implement the required changes. Next, we have Google Calendar. So I think the name suggests what it is. Many of you might know what it is. It's basically a calendar app that helps you track and keep a schedule, keep a track of your schedule and your events. And you can also input your day-to-day activities and tasks here if you'd like to. Next, we come to Trello, another app that I absolutely love. So what is Trello? Trello is a Kanban board. Now, I'm sure these are a lot of new words, but let me tell you what Kanban board is because it's really interesting. Basically, you have different lists. Let's say to do, doing and done. And I can drag tasks from being to do to done. And isn't that really interesting? Because I can keep a track of all the different tasks that I have. If I have a lot of tasks to do, it will help me manage it. It's also a great task if I have a team project and I can manage the project with my team, because you can collaborate well on Trello. You can manage different kinds of projects, and even businesses are managed on Trello. Next, we have Microsoft To Do, which is a simple but really helpful to do app. If you're looking for something very simple, very minimalistic and basic, then Microsoft To Do is a great app for you to just input your task, maybe put a due date or reminder if you'd like to, and then once you're done, check it off. Then we have Google Keep. Now, this is a note-taking app, or let's say an app to keep track of your lists, different notes. Throughout the day, we have so many things that come up in our mind, ideas or maybe lists that we want to make, shopping lists, what else, maybe study to-do lists and everything. So you can put all of that into Google Keep. It syncs across your devices. So if I put something on my phone, I can come back and look at it on my laptop as well, which is maybe useful, right? And lastly, we have Notion. So Notion is kind of a combination of almost all of these apps. It has calendars in it. It has place to make notes. You can have to-do lists. You can have Kanban boards. There's no time tracking option, but yet it has a lot already. So on Notion, you can organize your life. You can have lists and notes and a lot of things all together in just one space.
Okay, so now that we have taken about 35 minutes of your precious time, before I move on to the last one-third of my presentation, I would like to ask you, what are the problems you face, or what are your comments, what are your time management skills? Because I have about 38 participants here. I'm sure there are some teachers also here, and a lot of you might be on YouTube. So I would like to ask you your opinion on what do you feel about time management? What do you feel is the importance of time management? Any tips you would like to share with us? Or what's your thoughts so far about these apps, about the various things which we are discussing? Can I have some reply from anybody who's into the session? You can unmute, or you can put it on the chat box, either here or on the YouTube. So I'll be waiting to, both Ira and me will be waiting to interact with you. Let me see what responses I get. Any techniques, any apps which help you in managing time? Yes, Chandresh, are you still in the meeting? I'll wait for a minute and I'll be waiting for some responses from you so that we do get to, anybody from the Yiascm faculty? Any response, any questions or anything on the YouTube so far? Okay. All right. Okay, I don't see any responses here. I'm not sure about the YouTube, but okay. So Ira, shall we move on? As I don't see any response. Okay, wait. I have a question. Yeah. This is. May I know who is this? Abdul. No, who was the person? I think
It was Abdul Shahin.
Yeah, is it Abdul Shahin? You can unmute or you can put on the chat box. Abdul Shahin, are you there in the session? Okay, probably the hand was raised by mistake. Okay, so as we don't have any doubts, it only means two things. Everything which we are speaking is very simple, which I know it is not, or we have made it so complicated that you're scared to ask the questions, right? But I will take a third way out, I will assume that most of you are still processing it. What we have said is something which we are all familiar with. So maybe all of you are taking time to process it, to internalize it, and come back to us with comments either at end of the session or later on if you can catch us somewhere, right? So, Ira, shall we move on ahead to the next part?
Yes, I think we can.
All right. Okay. Now, there is something which I love, which I don't know how exactly it fits into time management. That's something, a word known as habits. We often say we should have good habits, good company. That's what our parents say. And should we really follow it? So, Ira, do you think it's just parents who tell out of, their compulsion to be parents, have good habits, make good habits, or do you think it has helped you? What do you say about habits? Do you have any habits?
Yes, I think habits are so helpful. They can help you be more productive and help you save time. I think you're going to mention how soon. But personally, for example, recently I started waking up early, around 6 or 6:30 a.m. And how is that helping me? I think I'm more productive throughout the day. And because I'm doing this every single day, I've gotten into this routine. And when I wake up early in the morning, it's one thing I've already done. By waking up early, I've already completed one habit, and I feel, yes, I've already accomplished something first thing in the morning. Another habit, something I'm working on, but many people have, is making their bed. They make their bed first thing in the morning. And it feels like, yes, I have accomplished something. So basically, having habits makes you feel that yes, I have accomplished something, I'm productive, and it helps you do the bigger, important, urgent tasks. Although habits may be tiny, they have a big impact.
Okay, so when she says habits may be tiny and they have a big impact, we are talking about having a structure, having a set routine. What can these set routine help us to do? Next, please. Okay. Now, when I have a set routine, I know what I'm going to do now because I keep practicing that thing and it becomes a focused thing. I will stay focused. Habits keeps us focused. They remove the distraction. So if I get up in the morning, or when Ira says she gets up in the morning, she has a habit of she'll finish her morning routine, go write down in her journal what she's planning to do. She opens her journal and checks what she wrote the night before, what's on her to-do list. So in the morning, there are no distractions. No matter how much her mom is shouting, Ira, go take a bath, she doesn't bother because her routine says when I get up, the first thing I do is I need to look at my journal. So it keeps her focused and removes the distraction. We have so many things which we all do. I as a teacher, I as a doctor, I as a trainer, you as a student, you as a child, I as a mother, you as a friend or a sibling. All of us have multiple things. We feel we are in a chaotic world. Routines or habits give us a structure in this chaotic world, in a chaotic day. What does it do? It reduces decision fatigue. Do you know we all can take only certain good decisions in a day? If I start my day by saying, what dress do I need to wear today? I have already wasted the first decision of my day. Instead, if I have a night routine where I already take out a particular dress which I am planning to wear, I already decide what is the first thing I'm going to do. I already plan what's on my breakfast, what's on my lunch, what's going in my tiffin. I have not wasted my decisions for the day. So I can take the major decisions of my day in the morning and I will prevent a decision fatigue. So having a habit, having a routine prevents this decision fatigue. Like Ira just mentioned, when I start my day by not snoozing the alarm, by getting up when my alarm rings, I have taken a decision, not an excuse. I have made a decision to start my day on a meaningful note. That tells my mind, oh, Rashmi, you're productive today. I have a morning routine. I follow my morning routine. It may be simple things. It may be just spending 5 minutes on writing something. It may be 5 minutes of exercising. It may be 5 minutes of listening to something on Spotify, listening to something, an important message, a beautiful quote on a Google podcast. But that 5 minutes tells me I had decided to do a thing, I did it. I, Rashmi, am a very productive person. And do you know, it's all about my emotions. It's all about my mind. So when I start a day with a happy, productive mindset, I will be more compelled, I will be more intending to complete this productivity throughout my day. Trust me, habits, small habits, are all about how you manage your energy and your time. There's a beautiful book, a book which has become a life changing book for both Ira and me. Ira, do you want to tell one sentence about the book and the author, please?
Yes. So this book is called Atomic Habits and it is by James Clear. I initially heard it as an audiobook and I liked it so much. I loved it so much. I could relate it everywhere that I even got the book. I downloaded the ebook and I think it covers so much about time management, habits, and not just that, it's things that you can really relate to in your day to day life. Things that when I look around, when I do something, I think, oh, this example is something from the book, or this relates to something from the book. Because that book, I feel, has so much detail and is a great guide. So, if you don't like reading, let's say if you still don't like reading, because I think everybody likes reading, but if you've still not started loving reading, then you can listen to the audiobook. It's free on Spotify. You can just search for Atomic Habits audiobook, and I think you should definitely give a try listening to it because, as I said, it's the best book. It's a life changing book I've ever read.
So, this is something we are no way connected to the book or whatever apps we are talking about, but these are our personal opinion of how they have made an impact on us. So, if I just go on to do a recap of what we have learned so far, we learned about what is time management and why we need to do it, to do the multiple things which you all would like to do, whether it's improving your skill, improving your CV, learning a new skill, you need to have the skill of time management. First step to get started with time management, time logging. How do we manage tasks, whether it's a to-do list or whatever we are doing, the 2x2 grid which Ira showed you, how do we manage a task by classifying them? Then of course the most important, your energy is how you are going to manage your time. So we learned what are our different energy levels, how do we analyze our energy levels for improving our efficiency and managing time better. Most importantly, we learned about the monkey which is the distraction, and how Ira taught us that we can deal with these distractions which take us away from doing what we intend to do with our time. And finally, I emphasized upon the role of habits in time management. With this, as I stop my end of the presentation, Ira, do you have a closing word for all our students out there? All of
Yes.
them who are just a few years older to you. You're 13 and they must be somewhere around 18 years of age. So, what do you want to tell them?
Right. So, can you see what's on the screen? I have a picture for you. Yes, it is from a TED Talk by Tim Urban. Let me zoom it a little so you have a clearer view of what it is. I think now you will be able to notice that there are several boxes on the screen. What are these boxes? Each box represents. Was, is someone trying to say something?
Yeah. Ira, you can
Carry on, Ira.
Okay. So each of these boxes represents 1 week, and this is for a lifespan of 90 years. You and me have already utilized quite a few of these boxes. So it's time that we have a good look at all of these boxes and start utilizing each one of them as meaningfully as possible. Think about it. Are you happy with the way that you're utilizing this box? Let's start working on that thing that we've been procrastinating on, that we have been putting off forever. Maybe learning that new skill, maybe going and meeting our family, whatever it is, something that we have been procrastinating on. Let's get motivated by this. And let's start managing our time. Let's start using it meaningfully in a way that we feel happy about. Thank you.
Next slide, please. So that's Ira and me wishing that you have learned something in the last 50 minutes that we have been talking to you, something which will help you in living a happier, better, and intentional life. So thank you very much from Dr. Rashmi Jain and
Miss Ira Jain.
thank you. And I would like to acknowledge the Yenapoya Institute of Arts, Science, Commerce and Management for giving Ira and me a chance to share our views on this particular topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rashmi Jain and Ira Jain. Students and parents, if you all are having any questions, you all are free to ask now. So those who are there in the Google Meet as well as in YouTube, you all are free to ask your questions. Any questions?
Ma'am, when the class starts?
We would appreciate the questions from the session itself.
I know that's the most important questions for the students, right? I do understand that. And I think Ira would also understand because that's what happens. Yeah.
Yes, Shaheen, we would let you know that I would answer you for that question. It will be opening soon. With regard to the reopening of the classes, we will be sending you emails. Please be active in emails as well. Yeah, any questions with regard to the session? Ira and Rashmi Jain ma'am also will be happy to receive your questions. Yes, Ira, we have a question for you. How do you balance your school life as well as you being a YouTuber? How do you balance both of these?
So, of course, the biggest thing is time management that we have spoken about in the last 50 minutes. But I think one more thing that I would like to add is having something, a source of motivation, a reason for doing everything. You know, my source of motivation is that I like to, do all of this. It's something that I enjoy doing, and that's what motivates me. If you do something that you enjoy, then you're definitely going to be motivated by yourself. And you will be able to manage your time also. I hope all the tips that we have shared will help you. But basically, planning time, managing my time, and having motivation helps me out.
I would like to add on one thing here. You know, when she says that it's what you like, the key word here is passion. If you're passionate about something, you will make time. So we say we have 24 hours, but trust me, we have much more. When we follow these things, and if I'm passionate, I am going to create time. Just look around you, look at anybody who is successful in any field you like, whether it's Elon Musk, whether it's Mr. Narendra Modi, or whether it's anybody, your teacher, your parents. Look at how they have made time for the things which they are passionate about.
Yes, I would like to add the quote that people don't have time, they make time. If something is important to you, if it's a priority, you will make time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ira. And yes, it was really appreciable as well as it was really good hearing to you. And I believe you be successful also. And Dr. Rashmi ma'am, thank you so much for introducing your doctor also in this session here. Very happy to hear about her as well as even the quotes which you put forward or the thoughts which you put forward was really appreciable and knowledgeable as well. So here I, Sridhana Sheth, on behalf of the Yenapoya Institute of Arts, Science, Commerce and Management, would like to thank our guest speakers, Dr. Rashmi Jain and Ms. Ira Jain, who have motivated our students with your inspirational thoughts and also sharing your vast knowledge to us. So I would also like to thank our beloved principal, staff members, students and parents for actively participating in this session. Thank you one and all. Thank you Ira and thank you Rashmi ma'am also. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
It
you.
was a pleasure being here. Thank you.
Students and parents, we do have a small information, small announcement to you all. But please note the afternoon session will commence at 2 p.m. by the student welfare officers to guide you on the regulations of the hostel and college. So request you all to please join back in the same YouTube link as well as the Google Meet link at 2 p.m. Till then, you can have a small break and you can return back at 2 p.m. Thank you once again. you.
Good afternoon, students and parents. We welcome you back to the afternoon session of the Institutional Student Induction Program, Deeksharambh 2021. We have with our student welfare officers, Mr. Richard Thomas and Ms. Deepika to brief you on the regulations of hostel and college. Over to you, Ms. Deepika, ma'am.
Every game has rules. Life is a game that has respective rules. Obey the rules, win the game. Good afternoon, one and all. A very, very welcome to the session. My name is Deepika and I'm the Student Welfare Officer of Yenapoya Degree College. Today, I'll be briefing you on some of the important rules and regulations which each and every student will have to follow in the college as well as the hostel premises. I understand this is online process because of current COVID situation. I hope things improve and we would see you all in the campus very soon. Let me continue with the rules and regulations. While in the premises of the college, our students are required to be well groomed at all times. Boys are instructed to trim their hair on a regular basis. Wearing of caps is not permitted inside the college premises. Boys are to be cleanly shaved at all the times. A small mustache is permitted as long as it is trimmed and is well maintained. Boys are not permitted to wear any jewelry except a single non-ashy wrist watch. They should wear black, laced Oxford shoes with full black socks. A black belt with plain buckle should be worn. Students should be strictly in full uniform in the campus. Girls with long hair are required to keep it tied up or well combed in a bun. They should wear a minimum amount of jewelry and their nails are to be kept clean and well manicured at all times. Girls are permitted to wear one small pearl stud and a non-ashy wristwatch. Burqa is not permitted in the college premises and only black colored headscarf can be worn by the girls. Girls should wear black pumps with a small wedge heel, well polished and kept always in a good condition. No deviations to the above rules on dress code and grooming would be permitted. It is reiterated that whenever a student is in the uniform in the college campus, he or she would uphold the dignity of the same and ensure that it is complete in all respects. And on Wednesday, all the students should compulsorily come in blazers. It is for both boys and girls. Friday is a smart casual day. Jeans, t-shirts, jeggings are not permitted. Students should wear their name tags or ID cards when in the college on all working days. Students are to ensure that they remain in a complete uniform. Blazers, aprons, etc. are to be worn by the students and should not be slung across the shoulder or over the arm. Chewing gum or consuming food in the classroom is strictly prohibited. Cell phones are strictly prohibited in the classroom and in the campus too. Students should compulsorily carry books and pen when you arrive to the college. Moving forward to hostel rules. Students who have taken admission to hostel should compulsorily stay in the hostel for 3 years. You are not allowed to vacate the hostel in between the course. Students who have taken admission to the hostel must occupy the rooms allotted to them by the wardens itself and should not change or exchange the rooms without prior permission from to the deputy warden or the hostel authorities. Kindly note that you're not allowed to go for outings for the first 3 months. Reporting time to the hostel is 6 p.m. for girls and 7 p.m. for boys. This is not applicable during COVID pandemic. Once you are allowed to go for the outings, after the 3 months, you will be reporting back to the hostel by 6 p.m. and boys, it is 7 p.m. No students will be allowed to remain outside the hostel after the above said time. This is very, very important that no students will be allowed to remain outside the hostel after the above said time. Next, cooperation with security checking at the gate by all means is mandatory. It is mandated to use the biometric system during entry, exit or to and from the hostel. Writing slogans, drawing pictures, etc. on the walls, doors, windows and shelves is strictly prohibited. Two-wheelers or four-wheelers are strictly not allowed in the hostel premises. Neither your cousins, your family members are allowed to come and pick you from the hostel to the college or drop you back. Hostelers should be alone or with friends. Usage of extra electrical fitting in their rooms are not allowed. Students are expected to dress in a modest way while moving out of the rooms or in the dining halls. Girls are not allowed to wear shorts or sleeveless. Same way, boys are not allowed to wear shorts or lungis in the dining areas or outside the rooms. Vest and banians are also not allowed for the boys. Ragging is strictly prohibited in any form. You might have seen session related to ragging. If someone found guilty, strict action will be taken against him or her. Use of drugs or alcoholic drinks in any form is strictly prohibited in the hostel premises. Strict action will be taken against the errant. It is the responsibility of each and every student to safeguard his or her personal belongings such as jewelry, money, ATM or credit cards, etc. It is advised not to keep large amount of cash or costly items like camera, electronic gadgets, jewelry, etc. in their rooms. Hostel authorities or college will not be held responsible for any such loss of personal things and such complaints shall not be entertained. You face any issues in the hostel or in the college, you can inform it to the student welfare officers who are in charge. Also, any issues in the hostel can be informed to the wardens as well as SWs. Over to you, Mr. Richard, sir.
Deepika ma'am, thank you for your kind information about the hostel as well as the college. Good afternoon, dear students. I am Richard. I am your student welfare officer and also assistant physical director. For your kind information, I am very transparent and easy reachable to you all. I'm here to prepare, plan and execute program for overall development of yours and also enable you to participate effectively in the management of hostel and also in organizing students related curricular as well as extracurricular activities. The extracurricular activities, what I've told is that you can use the hostel for playing in the ground. There is a small ground there. You can use that in the evenings for to play. And we have indoor items like carom, table tennis. You can use that. And about the rules and regulations, it's clear that ma'am have clearly told you what and all should be done, when and all you should be there. Okay, I also advise student council as and when required. I will be in touch with the parents as well as your guardians. I will be also monitoring day-to-day essential support required for academic and co-curricular activities. If required, you have to inform me well in advance. I will arrange for special care for the weaker and needy section. I will speak to your mentor, I will speak to your advisor so that a special care can be taken for your studies. And there are many other things which I will be dealing with you when and where required. You have to inform us well in advance. This has been told by Ms. Deepika ma'am, but one more thing I want to tell you, that important issue is that about the discipline. I believe that you have understood the guidelines and prospectives of the college. I want you to follow them, follow the instructions, guidelines strictly. It may be the dress code, haircut, campus languages, as well as attitude towards teaching and non-teaching staff. We will be taking very strict action against discipline issues. Same time, we will be here to help you out in any matters. Please be free to come and meet us. It may be academic, hostel, or any other issues. Informing you about the college campus, we have a beautiful 3 blocks, A block, B block and C block. And your classrooms, all classrooms are AC, and every floor and every nook and corner there are CCTVs presented here. So be careful in the campus and be disciplined in the campus. Although teachers as well as the class advisors and your mentors will be there to support you, take the help of them and be prepared for the offline classes. And this is to inform you that we have a beautiful indoor stadium called Endurance, and that is in Delagata campus. I'll be taking you to indoor stadium for sporting activities because, as I've told you earlier, I'm also your assistant physical director. And I have a plan to build a very good disciplined volleyball, football, kabaddi and basketball team. It's for both girls as well as boys. Don't think only it's for the boys, it's also for the boys as well as girls. It is you who have to come and approach us. I want to tell you that help us to help you out. You know that you will be free at home we know that you will be free at home most of the time and think what to do. So dear students, attend all your online classes seriously. Try to read books. Make books as your friend, not the bed. If you make bed as your friend, you will not wake up. Your brain will not be active and it may not react when you require. Read books, play some indoor games and do some exercises and enjoy being at home. Enjoy being at home because very soon your offline classes will start. Your mentors, your coordinators will inform you very soon. So be prepared for that also. Be prepared for that also. Make use of the time fruitfully. Make use of the time fruitfully. I'll be sharing with you some of the fitness exercises as well as some of the exercises which you can sit and do at home. I'll be sharing it with you very soon. Wait for that. So one more thing I want to tell you that in spite of all this, the one and only way to get away from this pandemic situation is to stop talking about it more often. Don't always keep on checking the latest status, and stop watching news about coronavirus. The more we talk about it, the more it becomes active in our vibration. Fear is a very strong vibration. The more you fear, the more you feed the energy of fear, the more profound it becomes. Ignore the things and ignore the things that you don't want to participate in. So, dear students and parents, I'll be presenting you two videos. Please watch those two videos about the exercises so that you can be safe at home till the offline classes. Take care, be safe. Have a nice time. We'll be there. I and Deepika ma'am will be there with you always for your support. Thank you. Please watch the video.
Seventh sense. Does it sound any bells? No, I'm not talking about something beyond the sixth sense. The seventh sense is just a catchy phrase for me to introduce a very interesting and powerful exercise that you can do in just 7 minutes, and hence the connection to seventh sense. In just 7 minutes, any time of the day, whenever you choose, morning, evening, any place, sitting, standing, or when you're actually traveling in a bus or in a plane or whatever, or when you're watching TV. This exercise can be easily deployed for literally several benefits, right from the top of the head to the tip, as they say at the toe. A lot of benefits that you have in doing these exercises. Just scroll below this video to look at the description of the video to see the benefits of each of the steps that I'm going to teach you. There are quite a lot, right from organs to blood circulation to mood enhancement to instant energy to digestion to prevention of several ailments. There are quite a lot of benefits. For doing this, all we need is just a place to sit and just two hands, that's all. Apparently the points in the hands are connected to all the organs and bones and whatever that actually make us healthy in our body. And that's what we are going to use to ensure that we remain healthy. And at just 7 minutes a day, you can do it before food, after food, whenever you have time in between. Let's look at each of the movement quickly and then learn how to do it. Some of these you may have to do it 30 seconds with one hand and 30 seconds with another hand to arrive at 1 minute, but it constitutes one movement. Let us look at the first movement that we are going to see. Once we are through with that, we'll go to the second movement. All that. The first movement is like this. Take your left hand. You have to hit as forcibly as you can without hurting yourself. Like this, punch your hand for say about 30 seconds, and then change the right hand to the left hand, punch like this for 30 seconds. That completes movement 1. If you have done it for a minute, do a mental count. Now we're going to look at the second movement. Take your left hand like this and then like this for 30 seconds. Swap hands. Now take the right hand and with the left hand keep slapping your wrist like this. Okay. Second movement is over. Now let's go to the third movement. This is something that we have done quite often. or we like to receive it whenever we have done some good work, clapping. But when you clap, ensure that all these points meet. A lot of yogic energy that are hidden behind this which gets released, like this. One minute over, 3 movements. Now the fourth movement, just lock your hand like this. And then rub the fingers hard in between. It will generate a lot of heat and you will see tremendous amount of energy flow throughout your body. Count yourself to a minute and then stop. Relax a bit. Now 4 movements are over. Now we are going to move to the 5th movement. Take your hands like this. Either you can rub or better, exactly like this. Hit the edge of the palm on either side like this for a minute. With that, we complete the 5th movement. Now we go to the 6th movement, which is take this portion of the hand, this portion of the hand, and then you're going to hit them against each other as forcibly as you can, but be sure that your body is able to adjust the speed and the force with which you're able to do. 6 movements are over. The last movement, it's take your wrist like this, cup it, and then just rotate with the fingers like this. 30 seconds. Now take the left hand to the right hand. 30 seconds. Okay, this is over. 7 minutes. That's all it takes for you to be healthy. Now let me just give you a recap. Right from the first moment onwards to the last moment, so that you are quite clear in terms of how the entire build-up is done. Okay. First moment. Second moment. Third moment. Fourth moment. Fifth moment. Sixth moment. Seventh moment. You will feel as if you have done almost half an hour to 45 minutes of a brisk exercise, and surprisingly with just this moment you literally exercise every portion of the body. You can continue to do all other exercises, breathing or walking or yoga or whatever you are comfortable you are already doing. Just add this to your existing routine. In just 7 minutes, of course you can do it as many times as you want in a day whenever you have the free time to do it. You will find that within a few days or a week or 2 weeks, you'll find tremendous amount of health changes, right from digestion to coming down of hypertension and feeling a positive energy. Go ahead, improve your health quotient and stay healthy. These are the times whether you stay inside the house during the lockdown period or after the lockdown period you go out, wherever you are, whenever you are, you can carry this exercise with you. Just simple 7 moments and 7 minutes, you'll be healthy. Stay home, stay fit, stay healthy.
I believe you have seen that video. So this video is regarding it's a booster for you if you are tired, if you couldn't concentrate on the classes or activity. Please do this seven exercises within 7 minutes. Within 7 minutes, it will boost your energy. Even the parents can also do this, as well as the students. You will be energized more, because I believe that 6 hours of continuous classes you will be having. Every day you will be having 6 hours of class. So sitting in one place and watching the monitor for 6 hours, it's a little bit tough time for you all. But we'll surely come back with the classes, with the offline classes. So stay fit. For that, I'll be presenting you one more video where you can do the exercises in a room. So you enjoy that exercises. So please watch that exercise.
Hi guys, this is my gym. I'm going to show you my routine during the weekend. I hope you like it. I give you a small advice before the workout. Put in a paper, I think it's good, 20 or 10. Third exercise, abs, my favorite. So you do it 2 times of 25. So I recommend the beginning. Since my daughter, no problem, she dropped me, but it's okay, it's part of my life, so just once. And then you can do this one or that one, the basic ones. You understand? So you do the basic, or you do it like that. I recommend in the beginning series of 10. Let's do it 2-3 times. Okay? To be like that. So, for exercise, for gluteus, it's very important as well to do it gluteus. You can do it like that. And over and in front, push, push, push. Front, push, push, push. Understand? I think this is a good one for the bum, okay? And for the legs as well. So, the fifth, the simple ones, but it's very important as well. You do it like that. More fica aqui. Fica aqui. Okay? This. You open your legs and do it like that. 10 times or 20. I'm going to repeat it all the time because it's up to you. So let's do it another one, which is very important. For abs, for the core, for the legs. So I'm going to do it all exercise. So 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Touching the knee. 10 more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one is very important, so it's up to you. Let's do it another one. I'm a little bit tired. So, the other one is lower back. This muscle here. Very important. Bend over, you go to the floor. You do it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You rest 10 seconds and you do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Stand up. Breathe. So this is what I do every time. I hope you enjoyed my videos. This is my workout. And my advice is to do it 3 laps. I do it 5 laps. You can start with 3, but I recommend that for the beginning. Take care, guys. Bye.
Okay, dear parents and students, I believe you have watched this video. This was a famous personality, Ronaldo. See the way he was doing the exercises. The first exercise I have told you is about the boosting yourself. The second one is an energy burning exercises. Fat burning exercises, not energy burning, fat burning exercises. So you sit at home, eat well, and again sit in the class. Fat will be gone. So to burn the fat, these are the small exercises. You may feel that it's very easy. So I'm telling you, he told you to do three laps, but I'm telling you, start with one laps, then continue to two, then again go for three. So it will be very tired when you continuously do these 7 to 8 exercises. So start with one lap, then go for two and three. Surely it will burn your fat. Okay, we'll be having ma'am has some advice to you. See, ma'am will be telling you some of the rules or some of the whatever discussed now. She'll be sharing with you. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day. Over to Deepika ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, since I was talking about rules and regulations, one of the important rules which I want to tell you is there may be change in the hostel rules from time to time for the smooth running of the hostel. Any change in the hostel rules will be notified by the hostel wardens beforehand. And one more thing is, from time to time, district health officers will issue notifications for the conduct in the hostels. This is regarding COVID pandemic, and whatever rules and regulations which are notified by the DHO, it will be informed to you, and you will have to follow it. And one more thing is, prior permission should be taken from principal or SW or mentor for leaving the hostel to your natives. During the study holidays, students will not be allowed to go home from the hostel. Study holidays, you need to sit in the hostel for your study purpose.
Just inform about the chat.
Yes, any students are having questions to ask to the student welfare officers. You all have heard with all the rules and regulations, and also with regard to the health exercises. So any questions are there? Students who are watching in YouTube as well as those who are in Google Meet, we are open for your questions now.
Any questions, please? Any language? We believe that first, this is the first session, that's why I'm telling you. Otherwise, that options will not be there. Your teachers will not give these options. Since we are the student welfare officer, we are giving you that options. But it's better in English. We are waiting for your questions. Doubts regarding this session?